Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this very special Halloween upload, and happy Halloween to all of you. This is a Pokemon Creepypasta. It's called Pokemon Black. For those who don't know what a Creepypasta is, it is a story that's written by someone on the internet. And scary. They're meant to be scary. They can be scary. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're graphic. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. That's just the way it is. And yeah, this one is actually one of the better Pokemon Creepypastas written. As I said, it's called Pokemon Black. It's actually based off a red hack and not, well, not a hacked red version, I guess. And not Pokemon Black and White. I think it was written before then, so yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, I'm just gonna get into this thing. I'm what you could call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency with which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're generally fun, even if they are unplayable, which they often are. The mistranslations and poor quality make them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I've played online, but there's one I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. Here's a picture of the cartridge, in case anyone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved 2 years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you with any screen caps. Sorry. The game started with the familiar Nidorino and Gengar intro of Red and Blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not cycle through. It also said Black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting New Game, the game started the Professor Oak speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was essentially Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had, in addition to Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, another Pokemon, Ghost. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprite of the ghosts that are encountered in Lavender Town before obtaining the Self Scope. It had one attack, Curse. I know that there is a move called Curse, but the attack did not exist in Generation 1, so it appears it was hacked in. Defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would only say that they were too scared to move. When the move Curse was used in battle, the screen would cut to black. The cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but it would be distorted, played at a much lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would then reappear, and the defending Pokemon would be gone. If used in battle against a trainer, when the Pokeballs representing their Pokemon would appear in the corner, they would have one fewer Pokeball. The implication was that the Pokemon had died. What's even stranger is after defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, the battle commands would appear again. If you selected Run, the battle would end as it normally does. You could also select Curse. If you did, upon return to the overworld, the trainer's sprite would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the ones at Lavender Town. The move Curse was not usable in all instances. It would fail against ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you would have to face again, such as your rival or Giovanni. It was usable in your final battle against them, however. I figured this was a gimmick of the game, allowing you to use the previously uncapturable ghosts. And because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of Ghost and a couple of under-level Pokemon, the screen cut to black. A box appeared with the words, "Many years later." It then cut to Lavender Town. An old man was standing, looking out at tombstones. You then realized the man was your character. The man moves at only half your normal walking speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even Ghost, who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your party through depositing in the PC. The overworld was essentially empty. There were no people at all. There were still the tombstones of the trainer that you had used Cursed on, however. You could go pretty much anywhere in the overworld at this point, though your movement was limited by the fact that you had no Pokemon to use HMs. And regardless of where you went, the music of Lavender Town continued on an infinite loop. After wandering for a while, I found that if you go through Diglett's cave, one of the cuttable bushes that normally blocks the path to the other side is no longer there, allowing you to advance and return to Pallet Town. Upon entering your house, and going to the exact tile where you started the game, the screen would cut to black. Then a sprite of a Caterpie appeared. It was replaced by a Weedle, and then a Pidgey. I soon realized, as the Pokemon progressed from Rattata to Blastoise, that these were all the Pokemon I had used Cursed on. At the end of my rival's team, a youngster appeared, then a Bugcatcher. These were the trainers I had cursed. Throughout the sequence, the Lavender Town music was playing, but it was slowly decreasing in pitch. By the time your rival appeared on screen, it was a little more than a demonic rumble. Another cut to black. A few moments later, the battle screen suddenly appeared. Your trainer's sprite was now that of an old man, the same one who teaches you how to catch Pokemon in Viridian City. Ghost appeared on the other side, along with the words, "Ghost wants to fight." You couldn't use items, you had no Pokemon, if you tried to run you couldn't escape. The only option was fight. Using fight would immediately cause you to use struggle, which didn't affect Ghost but did chip off a bit of your own HP. when it was Ghost's turn to attack, it would simply say ... Eventually, when your HP reached a critical point, Ghost would finally use Curse. The screen cut to black a final time. Regardless of the buttons you pressed, you were permanently stuck in this black screen. At this point, the only thing you could do is turn the Game Boy off. When you played it again, New Game was the only option. The game had erased the file. I played through this hack game many times, and every time the game ended with the same sequence. Several times I didn't use Ghost at all, even though he's impossible to remove from your party. In these cases, it didn't show any Pokemon or trainers and simply cut to the climactic battle with Ghost. I'm not sure what the motive was behind the creator of this hack, or what the motives behind the creator of this hack is. It wasn't widely distributed, so it was presumably not for monetary gain. It was very well done for a bootleg. It seems he's trying to convey a message, though it seems that I'm the sole receiver of this message. I'm not entirely sure what it was. The inevitability of death? The pointlessness of it? Perhaps he was simply trying to morbidly inject death and darkness into a children's game. Regardless, this children's game has made me think, and it has made me cry. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this story. I think it's alright, not the best creepypasta written, but it's honestly one of the better ones. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys have a great Halloween. Enjoy your night, day, whatever time this is for you, and just have a good time. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for more stuff. See you then.